All right, it is Wednesday, June June 2nd, 2021. It's 4:19 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. We had just finished. We had just finished rearranging the house, and there was one room that we did not use, and for the longest we still couldn't get a contractor in to do the work, to do the build out of the actual room. And so we knew we had to make space. We knew we had to just make a sacrifice. So I moved out of my office in order to free up that space for my son to go in there, my youngest son, and then my daughter to switch so that they started getting out of my room. And without having an office, a legitimate office, I'm in a room that has a bunch of open areas with all my stuff just sitting there. But not a big deal. I'll get somebody in there, they'll do the work, and I'll have a real office. But my routine in the morning was different today. Because now my daughter's not in my room, she's in her room. And now my son's not in his room, he's in what used to be my old office. So the routine was broken up a little bit, but before I leave, I always go to each room and I give them a kiss. And when I went into my daughter's room, there's this big old twin-size bed in there that she's sleeping on. And she's about this big, the bed's about this big, she's about this big. And it hit me. This is my little girl. But pretty soon, my little girl won't be so little anymore. And for a quick moment, I was very nostalgic. Because I had known that she was moving into that phase of, I'm a big girl. And I think what hits most people that they don't realize is when they see their kids growing, it means that they're getting older too. So if my kids are aging, I'm aging. But I remember something my oldest son said. He said, "You raised me to leave." He said, "You raised me to be on my own." And so I had to catch myself in that moment of looking at my daughter and say, "I love you, but right now when you're asleep, you look real peaceful." Because when you're awake, boy, sometimes it ain't peaceful. Yesterday it wasn't. I had to tap her on her leg yesterday. And then she came up, I was doing some work, she came to my office and she had made a little flower out of Play-Doh. Oh my God. But I had to come to the realization and a very hard lesson, but a very necessary one, because sometimes parents, people hold on too long. But the very valuable lesson that I took from that was it's okay to let go, raise them right, and be okay with letting them go at the right time. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your job as a parent, as a person, as a believer, so that they can go and build the life that they want. And so when our oldest left, well, when he left, we ended up having another one. So it's like we're on constant rotation. But when he left, it was hard. But we knew we had did a good job, and we knew that it was necessary. And now we talk to him every day. He ain't went that far. I mean, even though he's 10 hours away. It's not that far. So you have to love and let go. Just do a good job while you have them.